I was wondering about how well they would be able to tell me a story that for which I already know the basic plot structure, right? And so obviously it's going to be about character and developing characters and an emotional story, and making sure that the parts of the story we understood as news watchers or community members or friends in one way when those events were unfolding here. How would it be retold in a way that grabs you again, and probably differently from the way that it did the first time? And so I thought it was exceptionally effective at doing that.
It wasn't too watered down or cinematic, and the film, I think they kept the humanity. They kept the humanity really in the film, which I appreciate. It wasn't, like I said, too cinematic, and I just hope for people coming to see the film later on today, especially from Hayward, they don't focus on like the incidents or the aspects that brought the police to the scene, but more on the social justice issues that involved.
It's interesting because, again, we all know the story of what happens, but I was kind of interested in what the writer-director had to kind of tell us about his life and what he knew about his facts, and whether he was going to portray Oscar as like a really great person or, a troubled person. It's kind of hard because, again, nobody really knows anything except for what family says. However, I think that it was a pretty well-told story, and, it was heavy at the end and lots of tears. I cried, but, sad story. But overall, it was a great movie.
Well, I thought that the film was really emotional. While I was watching it, like, I got angry, I got mad, I got sad, like, I was happy, I laughed at times. So I appreciated the film for, like, being able to convey all these different emotions.
You could definitely feel that whoever was in the theater remembers that time pretty well. And, again, it's home, so the way going to Highland after he gets shot is pretty, personal and intense, because we all know where that is. But it'd be curious if I watched it like in Oregon or somewhere else where I've never heard the story, or if I'm from here but like lived elsewhere when it was happening. So I definitely think it was a well-told story that if you lived elsewhere, you would completely understand what everybody was going through here and why it needed to be told to the world, I guess.
I think nationwide, people will cry. People will feel that they understand the humanity involved in this story in a way that they didn't when it was unfolding in the news media. I think that they will easily see themselves in the context of the story, see people and identify characters that they know. They will place themselves into the story in some way. And so they will feel this story differently from ever before.